So in the state of Nevada right now, there's something going on with reference to an election. The governor, Joe Lombardo, is coming up for his reelection, and we have a um, someone who I think he's a former state attorney or current state attorney who is going against him. And I think that we should be very aware. Those of you that live in Nevada, Arizona, um, when you see Gavin Newsom's name on anything with reference to support, and you're in Nevada and Arizona, be afraid. Be very afraid. Gavin Newsom has nearly bankrupt the state of California. California's laws, truckers do not want to drive into the state of California as a result of all of the bureaucratic garbage. And those who do drive in, most times, or the ones that have trucker licenses, aren't even, they're not lawfully present in the United States. They're, most times, I don't know how they're getting their CDL licenses, but they're not legitimate. And so we have a problem if Nevada and Arizona continue to allow the influence of California. If Nevada and Arizona allow for the encroachment of these crazy, like, I don't even think they're even communists anymore. They're just way in left field. The communists aren't as bad as Gavin Newsom. If they allow this to continue, we're going to be in big trouble as a country. Believe it or not, the fighting, the territories that politicians are fighting for are, and the most important ones are Arizona and Nevada. In fact, Arizona and Nevada are what's keeping California from spreading its cancerous. In fact, they've done infected the state of Texas with Austin, and now in Texas we're even seeing that pushback. You're seeing people booing this Talarico guy because they're finding out, we're seeing this very anti-Christ, a lot of lying. So, folks, listen. If you're in Nevada or Arizona, stay away from people that are endorsed by Gavin Newsom or the state of California. Governor Joe Lombardo, I would give him a B grade. He's done so far so good. I would say that we still need him to bring both sides of politics together and to come up with bigger long-term things when it comes to Nevada. The governor of Arizona, she's doing a great job in that manner. I would like to see her decertify and shut down private prisons in Arizona, but that's on the wish list. And I think if once she sees that most of her voters do not support private prison and organizations, to include her law enforcement, people within her chain of command, and that we all want law enforcement officials to perform law enforcement work, not private security companies, specifically when it comes to inherent government duties like running prisons, jails, and performing law enforcement services. I think she'll start heading more in that direction. She's very open and very willing to make changes based on the needs of the state and what the people are asking for. So, same thing with Governor Lombardo. Only concern with him is that he just recently got caught up in some drama, and Sisolak, the former governor, same thing happened with him. I personally, I think this whole thing was a setup. That the way he was pulled over, most times when you pull somebody over, if you're a police officer, you run their plates while you're pulling them over. I think he knew who he was pulling over. Now, that doesn't disregard the fact that if the governor committed a traffic violation, then he should just take the ticket and move on. But then I was talking to friends about this, and so think about it, how I'm looking at it. Gavin Newsom has a security detail of more than $500,000 he's spending per year on at his home, people driving him around, and Governor Lombardo is not doing that. Governor Lombardo is driving his own car and not expecting to use taxpayer money to keep him safe. That speaks a lot for him as far as his integrity and his ability to be a good governor. But with that being said, these things happen. He's human, and we should always give him the benefit of the doubt. Right now, the people from the Gavin Newsom crew are gaslighting this or making this such a big deal and saying that Lombardo is pro Trump and this that. No, I don't think Governor Lombardo is pro Trump. He's pro United States, and like I said, let's defend our freedom and let's protect a people that are holding the line and keeping Nevada and Arizona from becoming a communist state. I say this because I've seen and consistently see what's going on in California. We have yet to be able to turn California back to what it was during the Reagan administration, before the Reagan administration, when Ronald Reagan and then soon thereafter a few semi-good governors, with reference to even Governor Schwarzenegger, had were helping balance the state with reference to different political ideologies and was in best interest of the American people. But I'm ranting. I'm just saying, you guys, please give Governor Lombardo some credit where credit is due, and I would say consider him as a re-election option, because he is holding the line and he is keeping a lot of this crazy politics that's occurring in California from happening in Nevada, and the other governor as well in Arizona. They're holding the line and they're keeping that from overflowing into the rest of the United States. Talk with you guys soon, and yeah, look forward to your comment.